Take 439. Marker.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are we good? All right. Good morning, Allegheny. It is Friday, and also there was supposed to be a hot on spot today, but we never got around to it. But don't you worry. Don't look at your phone yet, because I'm gonna do one right now. Oh, some of the seats fell out. That's bad. Oh my God. So today's Friday, so that means a lunch menu as always. Yeah, we finally got around pizza and chicken patty sandwich with PB&J. Vegetables and fruit are green beans, tossed salad, fresh fruit, applesauce, and your choice of milk. I'd love some milk. We got an FBLA announcement. FBLA will be conducting a field trip to Washington, D.C. on November 7th, 2019. They will be touring the Federal Bureau of Engraving and Printing, as well as visiting the American History Museum. This is an FBLA-only field trip. FBLA members, please pick up a field trip permission form and information packet from Ms. Edwards in room 110 by September 20th, 2019. The cost is $15. There are only 42 seats available. So again, stop by room 110 and get the permission form and return by October 17th, 2019. Teachers of Tomorrow will hold their first meeting on Thursday, September 19th at 12:15 p.m. in room 254. Yeah. Hey campers, join us this Friday night at Greenway Avenue Stadium as the campers take on Boonesboro at 7 p.m. There will be a marked student section where members of the Spirit Club will pass out a game cheering device during the first quarter for those students who attend the game and sit together in the marked section. And don't forget to wear your Allegheny Camper blue and help cheer out the football team on to victory. Hope to see everyone there. Go Campers. Also, it's not too late. It's not too late to join the Spirit Club. This day will meet this Friday, the 13th, today, to finalize details for Friday's football game during the first 15 minutes of common lunch hour or P3Q Power 3/4. The first meeting of Chess Club is today, ladies and gentlemen, during common lunch in the collaboration room. You do not need to know how to play chess. Yeah. Attention sophomores, Balfour Company will be here Tuesday, September 17th to take orders for class rings and letter jackets. They will have a table on Main Street during lunch from 12:15 to 1. You may also order from 3 to 6 p.m. along Main Street. Any questions, please see Miss Dior. Is that all? This weather. Eric?
Hi, today will be cloudy with our high temperature going up to around 69 degrees and our low temperature tonight dropping down to 62 degrees. Also becoming cloudy tonight. Today will pretty much be the opposite of yesterday, as yesterday there was very little rain around. It was warm and sunny. Today is the opposite. Will be chilly, cloudy and dreary, and one thing kind of interesting is right now there was some light drizzle to light rain as I was coming into the school today, and the radar just shows light returns, light radar returns around the area, and really it could be continuous light drizzle and light rain for the common area, but then it could just transition to more scattered light showers and drizzle. So it's going to be a pretty dreary day, but then tomorrow we'll warm slightly back up into the 80s tomorrow, and then more chances of showers and thunderstorms. But the past 2 days they've been saying showers and thunderstorms, and we have not been getting any. They've just been mainly weak, and then we clear up on Sunday. We're still watching potential tropical cyclone 9 as it hits the northern Bahamas and Graham Island, prompting tropical storm warnings for the same areas that were hit by Hurricane Dorian. It will then head up and impact the Florida and Georgia coast, and then veer out to sea, and then there's more development down in the southeast Atlantic. So that's all I got. Stay tuned.
Okay, there was. I tried another one while Eric was doing that, but I only bit half into it, so also, there's a entertainment video we have. I believe it's a film review by one of our very own Ellie Ness. These taste so.
Take 439. Marker.
Good morning, Allegheny. Welcome to a new show we have on AML called where we discuss everything in recent pop culture, from movies to television and more. My name is Ellie Ness, and today we are starting with a movie review of It Chapter 2. It Chapter 2 received a 64% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7.1 on IMDb. After a 2-year wait, we finally have the second installment of It. It Chapter 2 follows the Losers Club, now fully grown adults, on their quest to defeat It, aka Pennywise, for good this time. This movie is a 3-hour-long emotional roller coaster with plenty of jump scares along the way. Even though it's supposed to be a horror film, there are more laughs than scares. Nevertheless, It Chapter 2 is still a great movie. Bill Skarsgård returns as Pennywise with a frighteningly good performance. James Ransone gives an outstanding performance as everyone's favorite hypochondriac, Eddie Kazbrak. Funny man Bill Hader was able to continue with his long list of hysterical roles, for he provided comedic relief throughout the film as Richie Tozer. Ransone and Hader had an amazing on-screen chemistry that made moviegoers laugh and cry. The screenwriter Gary Dauberman, is that how you say that? Dauberman? The screenwriter Gary Dauberman followed the Stephen King novel really well and added in a few things of his own, making the script equally funny and horrifying. The movie also made history by having the second biggest horror opening, falling short to the 2017 version of It. If you enjoyed the first installment of It, you should definitely check out It Chapter 2. Did I enjoy the movie? Duh. I enjoyed the movie so much I saw it twice. I really enjoyed Bill Hader's performance as Richie because it wasn't a typical role for him. His name was William Thomas Hader Jr. Did you know this?
That's so sad.
Hader pulled off the dramatic bits really well, so well that he deserves an Oscar. The child actors who... The child actors who portrayed the Losers Club in the first installment of It grew so much in between the filming of both movies that they had to be digitally de-aged in order for them to appear as they did in the first movie.
Very nice, very nice. We'll head over to David with sports.
In Allegheny sports news, the football team will take on Boonesboro in their first home game tonight at 7. The varsity boys soccer team will take on Southern and Northern tomorrow at 10 and 1:30 at Northern. And the girls JV soccer team will take on Hampshire tomorrow at 11. Final thing for Allegheny sports, the boys and girls cross-country teams are traveling to Oatlands, Virginia tomorrow for a cross-country meet. There will be a difficult field of teams, including the #1 ranked team in the nation on the boys' side and 81 other teams. And finally, in NFL news, Week 2 kicked off last night as the Buccaneers defeated the Carolina Panthers 20-14. Games to watch out for this Sunday will be Vikings at Packers, Redskins at Cowboys, Saints at Rams, Steelers at Seahawks, and of course, Bears at Broncos. That's all I got for sports. Back to you, John.
All right, now we have the class officers, I believe, running for election for secretary.
Good morning, students and staff. My name is Gwen Davis, and I'm running to become this year's sophomore class secretary. The secret formula to an eventful school year is to have 5 amazing officers. I would be honored to be a part of that. I have been in student council since our 7th grade year at Braddock. I was elected as secretary in 8th and 9th grade, and in the past 3 years, I've attended 90% of our Casey meetings, which is a meeting consisting of Allegheny County Public Schools where we discuss important issues. As secretary, it is my job to record our activities and our participation, and I believe my organization and multitasking skills can help me achieve the goals set as secretary this school year. So when we receive our ballots, please vote Gwen Davis for secretary of the sophomore class. Thank you.
Good morning, Allegheny High School. For those who do not know me, I am Madison Painter. This year I've decided to run for sophomore class secretary. I must admit, this was way out of my comfort zone. Throughout this week, I've asked some classmates what they think makes a good leader. There's a certain word that stuck with me. That word was relatability. They wanted someone they could relate to what was relevant to them. Here I must admit something. I am not a perfect person. I am far from perfect. I will admit that I struggle on certain things, just like everyone else. I have a secret for you. High school isn't about being perfect. It's about memories that you will carry on for the rest of your life. Late Friday night football games, making friends, losing friends, learning from your past mistakes. That's what it's about. It's not about being perfect. It's about being the best person you can be. It's about proving the things you can improve and not dwelling on the things you can't. I want to be a part of the sophomore class officers because I understand what it's like to not be perfect. I'm always improving, or at least doing my best. I am a student just like you. Consider voting me, Madison Painter, as your new sophomore class secretary.
Good morning, campers. I am Kenley Ritchie, and I'm running for sophomore class vice president. I hope to accomplish many things this school year. However, my main goal for the 2019-2020 school year is to show more spirit for our school's sports teams and school events. We all have one thing in common. We are all Allegheny campers. As Allegheny campers, we should show pride in our school and get excited. Let's make the best of years to come. Vote Kenley Ritchie for sophomore class vice president.
Hi, my name is Kate Schramm, and I'm running for sophomore class vice president. A good vice president needs to be hardworking, responsible, and dedicated, and I can be all of those things. I'm involved with our school in activities like Arrowettes and Drama Club, so I can connect with you. I also have experience from being in student council for 1 year and also from being last year's class vice president, so I know how everything works and how to get things done. If I am elected, I will work with the other officers to hold fundraisers for our class, which will raise money for events such as our senior prom. I will also work with you to help make this year the best year it can be. I hope you will vote for me to be our class vice president. Thank you.
Good morning. I'll try to make my speech short. My name is Sophia Kucher, and I'm running to be your sophomore class vice president. I've had experience with leadership before, working with little kids. Let me tell you, they were a handful. But one of the things that I learned is that you're not always going to be listened to. As vice president, I plan to be doing the listening, which is why I want to have social media polls and set up a suggestion box so that you are heard. I'll take your suggestions and help plan a fun event for the class. As VP, I'll work with the president and officers and plan the sophomore events and fundraisers. I also want to add a fundraiser that gives back to the community. Let's make our year great. Elect me, Sophia Kucher, to be your sophomore class vice president. Thank you.
Esteemed administrators, beloved teachers and staff, Allegheny student body, and most importantly, my fellow sophomores in the class of 2022, good morning. This message goes out to the 5% of people who are still listening. I'm Erica Matheny. I don't run often, but when I do, it's for president. 0 score and 1 year ago, I gave a speech that consisted of activities I was in and how they made me right for the job. I could do that again, but I already did that last year, and you've already heard that from everyone else. So I'm not going to do that. Now this past week, as most of you know, I've handed out cookies, stickers, and candy. But that's not why you should vote for me. You should vote for me because I have so many plans for this year. I have learned so much from being president last year and truly believe that I can do so much more. I want to know what you guys want and what you think needs changed. I want to hear your ideas and help turn them into a reality. I am determined and dedicated to seeing things through. I'm excited to start fundraising for prom again. We get to shape our prom and what it looks like, and I want to make sure ours is stellar. Lastly, we also get to shape our futures and what they look like. So let's make some memories and survive sophomore year. Thank you.
Good morning, campers. My name is Kylie Norris. As sophomore class president, I will be a voice for the people, working relentlessly to make sure you are not only heard, but understood. As a fellow student, I believe in hard work, and hard work with the proper representation can bring us so far. As our founding father, Thomas Jefferson, once said, I am a great believer in luck, and I find that the harder I work, the more I have of it. So let's make this one lucky year. Have a great day by voting Kylie Norris for sophomore class president.
All right, one final announcement. The student government officers have been elected. The president is LNS, Omer Naeem as vice president, Toby Prescorn as secretary, V. Lee as treasurer, and Sophia Kucher as historian. That is the student government officers, and that's our show today. Thank you.